And lawyers for R. Kelly want him released, saying his life is in danger behind bars. They filed an emergency motion this afternoon, claiming officials with the Bureau of Prisons are trying to have him killed. Kelly's lawyer named two people who claim they were solicited by the Board of Prisons to kill him.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG, TikTok, bottom of the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about Mr. Robert Kelly. Now, if you haven't seen, Mr. Robert Kelly is alleging that there is a murder plot conspiracy that was against him, and he is requesting his release from prison. Well, he's not requesting his release from custody. He's requesting to be released into house arrest for the remainder of his sentence. So, to start with, obviously we know that Mr. Kelly is obviously serving a sentence for racketeering, trafficking, and child corn and enticement. He got sentenced to 30 years in a Brooklyn court and 20 years in a Chicago court to be served concurrently. So basically he's supposed to serve his full 30 out from 2023. He's supposed to serve 30 years from 2023. So he's, what's that, 2053? So I'm gonna get into why I said that later. But what is being alleged by Robert Kelly? He is currently being held in Butner, North Carolina. Like I always tell y'all, this is a North Carolina podcast, and actually where I'm at right now, I ain't gonna tell y'all what the fuck I'm at, but I'm about 40 minutes from Butner. Honestly, that's the funny part. It ain't funny, but it's funny. I ain't gonna lie. But what is Robert Kelly alleging? He claims a prison officer illegally accessed and stole a series of phone calls and emails between the former musician, a woman, and his attorney. And then a former cellmate stole attorney-client correspondence and shared letters with the prosecution. To stop this info from being released, Kelly is alleging that the prison's officials tried to have him killed. So, right there. I mean, before we get into the rest of the detailed story, because there is actually more. I'm a little confused, honestly. I get what they saying. Like, I get that they're saying that I get he's saying that whatever they were doing was illegal, so that's why they just trying to stop them from keeping their job. But even if you get caught just stealing phone calls and emails, is that enough to get you killed? I don't know. If that info, like, maybe depending what's in the info, but like if this is all referring to info around R. Kelly's case, is that enough to get you killed? Because all his case is him being nasty. It ain't like he out here, stealing money, doing some type of government scheme, killing somebody. Like, he didn't do all that. It was just him being a freaky ass nigga. Like, so that confuses me a little bit. Now, getting into the rest of the story, he is a legend that a member of the Aryan Brotherhood, Mikhail Stein, who is supposedly terminally ill, was sent to Butner by BOP officials to kill him. Alleged he was previously directed. Oh, no, this is just past history of Stein. He's previously directed orders and killings by prison officials who also ordered the killing of Kelly. So reportedly he has a history of this, and this is something he's done before. So, and if y'all don't know who the Aryan Brotherhood is, that's basically a white gang in prison. Like, it's not, they basically like neo-Nazis. They're like basically Nazis and shit. That's basically what they are. They don't like niggas. They don't like shit like that. They're Nazis basically. So it's also in a sworn statement that if Stein carried out the killing, he would be allowed to escape and then charged with the murder. Evidence would be mishandled, so he would not get a conviction and he would walk free. But supposedly Stein had a change of heart and told Robert Kelly about the scheme. Now, they don't say what that change of heart is. If he just, met Kelly and took a liking to him. If he ended up realizing that he liked this music. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, damn, nigga. If he walked up in that bitch and he tried to do his research on nigga, that nigga heard Step in the Name of Love. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be hard for me to kill a nigga who made Feeling on Your Booty and Step in the Name of Love. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Or I Believe I Can Fly. As soon as I hear that Step in the Name of Love. Step in the name of... Boy, the fuck is you talking about? Hey, hell no. I ain't gonna lie. I get it. But... And then they are also alleging that another member of the Aryan Brotherhood was sent to Butner to kill both Stein and Kelly. I'm guessing just because, one, Stein ain't do his job, and two, niggas, Stein ain't do his, obviously we know why they trying to kill Robert Kelly. I already told y'all that, but because Stein ain't do his job and he know too much, that's why they'll be trying to do him. But it's obviously kind of too late for that, because now that this has become a public thing, they cannot kill him. Like, just be for real. They cannot kill him now that this has become a public thing, because if he just ends up dead all of a sudden from a stabbing, we know we have I mean, all this sounds crazy as hell, but we now have if this is, true, you have a very close, direct case in the inkling to figure out, oh, who the fuck was behind this. Like, so they'll be dumb as hell to kill him right now. All eyes are on y'all right now. So that shit got to be out the window. But like I said, the whole story now, he is requesting a release from prison. Now, into house arrest, like I said, not into actually, being a free man. But like I said, if he was to serve the remainder of his sentence into 2053, he would be age 86. Now, I'm not gonna lie, R. Kelly did some nasty shit. Nasty shit. But did he deserve 30 years? Maybe I'm just a nice person, but I don't know if he did. This shit nasty. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is very nasty. All of this shit is nasty. Messing with children, all that shit. But did he deserve 30 years? I don't know. I'm not sure if he deserved to be in jail till he's 86. Like, I'm honestly not sure. But it's neither here nor there. But the only thing about this shit seems like, to me, it seems far-fetched as hell. Like, it just seems like some otherworldly shit. Like, I don't even know how to explain. Like, this is a crazy, it's like, it's so crazy that it might be true. Because it's so elaborate. And I would assume, and I would hope so, if you are a prison official that high up, this is, it makes sense. Now I think, like, I already stated that I don't know if this is enough to get him killed, but that's just me personally. But we already knew a lot of those prisons officials would be dirty, so this is not something that's too crazy. Now, I know they're saying that about some information getting out, and that's why they're trying to. But I also think it would have been dumb to, kill him anyway, just for the simple fact of who he is. He's too high profile. Like, they're going to look so hard into it because of how high profile he is. If he was just some regular dagger nigga who just killed somebody on the street, and, he found some information out and they, end up, trying to kill him, end up killing him, it wouldn't have been, or unaliving him, I gotta work on that, but it wouldn't have been such a big issue. But the fact that it's Robert Kelly, like, somebody's going to look a little hard in this. I feel like you was going to get caught regardless if you was trying to do this shit. But, and also another thing that makes me kind of believe it, besides this far-fetchedness, is that the fact that Mikhail Stein is terminally ill. Obviously, a lot of people, when they, seeing their final days in their deathbed, they have a lot of change of hearts on how they lived and their regrets in life. So this might have been just Mikhail Stein basically saying, like, nigga, I didn't did enough in my life, and maybe this will help me, maybe actually see the pearly gates. Because if he did what they saying, some of the shit he did, I don't know. I ain't the nigga calling the judgment, but I'ma just say it ain't looking too good, nigga. It ain't looking too good. But yeah, this is a crazy ass case. Like, I really don't got too much to say, but obviously, like I said, R. Kelly is nasty as hell. He should be in jail for what the fuck he did. I don't know if it should be 30 years. Now I don't know how house arrest is different. Like, you don't see house arrest in the way he trying to get house arrest. Like 30 years, because off a prison sentence, that's not usual. But a nigga with his, I don't know, bruh. Honestly, this shit confusing as hell. I ain't even gonna lie, but I will say, if a nigga tried to kill him and he had a whole murder plot against him from, prison officials, I do feel like it should be some type of solution for it, because I just feel like jail is for rehabilitation. Like, it's not supposed to be this jungle or danger zone they have made jail in America to be, just because it's profitable for, these big businesses and things of that sort. So if he is, if it is set up like that, then yes, I do feel like he should have some type of solution. I don't know if it should be house arrest for 30 years, but it should be some type of solution. But that's really all I got to say, though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG, TikTok, Bonneville, and we out.